You've been working out with the same weights for a while now and you're ready to go more, but you don't have heavier weights. Today I'm going to share a few ideas with you on how to make your workout harder without heavier weights. Stick around. As we get stronger, of course, we want to increase the intensity, increase the resistance of our weights, but let's be honest, not everybody has space in their bedroom or living room or wherever you keep your home weights to just continually adding weights. I wanted to share a few applicable ideas with you today where you can use your current weights and still increase the intensity and make your strength training harder without getting heavier weights yet. I actually did a full podcast episode that you can listen to the audio version, and it's audio only, but I thought it would make more sense if you could visually see what I'm talking about. This is also a follow-up to an episode called What Does Lifting Heavy Mean? And if you are here because of that video, I just want to say hi and welcome. That one got a lot of traction and I'm glad you're here. If you're wondering about me, here's the nutshell. I have been a fitness professional for about 20 years, and through my Graced Health platform, I help women age with grace and strength. I have three main ways that you can increase your intensity. The first one is playing around with your tempo. In essence, slowing everything down. If you have your squats and your general pace is down and up, then you can play around with your pace. Maybe instead of going down for one, up for one, we go down for 1, 2, and then up for 1, 2. Or if you like to count backwards, you can go down for 2 and up for 2. You can also play this around with down for 1, up for 4, 3, 2, 1, or reverse that, going down for 4, coming up for 1. Another thing you can do is when you are at the bottom of your rep, stay there. You can pulse for a little bit. If you've done group fitness classes, like I used to teach, you have probably done some pulsing. You can hold it and then coming up. This really goes for any of your movements. I am a huge fan of resistance bands. And so with the bands, maybe what you do is you can take it back for 1, and then release for 4, 3, 2, 1. This is especially important when you're using resistance bands because of the resistance they have. They'll tend to bungee you back up. You want to be in control of the band as it returns to its starting point. Another thing you can do with playing around with that pace is do a 1.5 rep. So that means you're going to be coming back, doing whatever the full motion is of your movement, going back about halfway, going back to the full again, and releasing. So again, that is just keeping that time under tension. You can do that with your squats, where you are going down, coming up halfway, going all the way down again, and coming up. The second thing to play around with is your range of motion or your position changes. I'm kind of lumping back both of these in together. So with your range of motion, in your squat, can you go down further? Can you pull your bands back? Can you take your push-ups down more? You can even use your handles or even your dumbbells to lift yourself up off the ground so that you can go down even further. So anything like that where you are increasing what your natural range of motion is can help increase the intensity of your movement. You can also try doing the movement, but just on one side. So some of that will be called single limb. That is keeping your movement and the same form that you would typically have, but you're only doing on one leg. Maybe you want to go to single leg squats. And by the way, because my community is women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, if you are not at a place where you can do squats and lunges, then my online course called Strong and Vibrant at Home may be right for you because it helps you know how to strength train if you're not exactly sure what to do, and it provides alternatives for all of the squats and lunges that we do. So if your knees are like, that stopped working in 1990, then good news, you actually have something side by side in that program that you can do as well. with your unilateral stuff, instead of having maybe a bent over row where we are pulling both of our hands up at the same time, maybe you just go with one and you're still keeping that good form. This is especially effective when you are doing a chest press, or if you are at home without a bench and so you're just doing some chest press on the ground. This is especially effective. So take your hands up and just do one arm with your pressing, or you can even take that down and hold it. You're gonna find, and it's actually harder if you take your hand down to the ground, you're gonna find that that core engages and works a lot more than if they were settled out with both hands. Of course, you can also do this with your resistance bands. So if you've got your resistance bands, and this is just one way of using these particular resistance bands, but you can hold on to it and have one arm pulling back. Or if you want a little extra, you can pull another arm in, hold it for that time under tension, and then pull back. So again, you can play around with that. And by the way, these resistance bands, I love. I have no affiliation with them with the exception of an Amazon affiliate link. And the reason I like them is because they are interchangeable. So you can increase the resistance as you go, and they have fabric on them. So if they pop, then number one, it's not going to whap you in the face. And number two, as I learned from a comment from a viewer, it's a lot safer too, because it will stop out, the fabric will stop out. She said that she had a band pop and then she fell backward and really got injured. And I'm so sorry to hear that. I love these bands, and in my opinion, especially for women in perimenopause and beyond, they're probably one of the best investments you can make in your resistance training, because it allows us to do all of these pullings, which is so important for our back. And yes, we do plenty of that in the Strong and Vibrant and Home program. Finally, the third option is to do some supersets. Supersets are when we take two different exercises that focus on the same muscle group and do them back to back. When you do that, of course, you want to make sure that you have plenty of rest time in between the superset, but maybe you're doing something like a pull with those resistance bands. Yes, I'm a huge fan of pulling. And then you do 10 to 15 of those. You go straight into your dumbbells and go into a bent over row. Same muscle group, different exercise, and that can increase your intensity and make things feel harder without the heavier weights. Hey, if you're interested in learning more about my online course, Strong and Vibrant at Home, go to gracedhealth.com/waitlist and you will be waitlisted. I will notify you when the doors open. If you are someone who says, I know I need to strength train as I get older, but I don't know what to do, I don't want to go to a gym, I don't have a lot of equipment, and hiring a personal trainer is not in the cards, this is the program that is for you. It has a faith element because faith drives everything I do, and I would be honored if you join me. You can learn more in the link in the show notes. Okay, that's all for today. Go out there and have a graced day.